Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome in to the Morning Cuppa. We've got our Deirdre. Good morning, sweetie. Thank you for sharing. Julie Kiss, you heard the birds. I know, I can't believe you all got snow again, and so did Blue. It's time already for spring, okay? Just go outside and say, hey, Mother Nature, what the heck are you doing? Good morning, Pat Moss. Brandy, there you are. Happy Tuesday. It is Thankful Tuesday. So let's get in here and give some gratitude for those in your life and just for life itself. So let's start it off the way we always do, going into our heart. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Take that breath all the way into your lungs. And release anything that feels heavy, anything other than love. Just breathe it out. And now let's take a fresh breath in. Breathing deep into the lungs. This is not our normal breathing, but this is real breathing. When you fill your lungs up to capacity with a smile on your face and feel the love inside. Just feel that ooey gooey warmth inside of your heart. Breathe that back out. And then, what do, peas? We hug. We give a heart hug to somebody or everybody, whoever you want. Just pull somebody right to your heart and say, ooh, I just love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for being in my life. That's it. That is the heart-brain coherence. Angelic River style. We put our own flair to it when we just love. Just love. That's all that's asked of us. Just love. And I'm pulling all of it in my heart. And we have Catherine. Good morning, darling. Thank you for coming in. Kathy Hand. Don Baker. Don's giving us big hugs. Let's hug Don right back. And Sue. Oh, good morning, Sue. Sue, our peas up north are having snow. How's Colorado making out with all that? Y'all got snow out there, or is it maybe a little bit better off than some people who are having that extended wintertime weather? And yes, let's call in our Auntie Jean. Everybody give Auntie Jean a big hug right now. Get in here, Auntie Jean. And Blue, we need our pair of jeans today. I really feel like we do. Let's get Jean and Jean coming in front and center. Oh, Brandy, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you for my big hug. I feel it. Great lemon water. So, it is Thankful Tuesday. It is terrific Thankful Tuesday. So what are you thankful for? Do you have something that you just can't wait to share with us, that you're so grateful for, whatever it might be? And following up on yesterday, and I see we have 11 people right now. How'd you all do with the 11s? How'd you do with 11:11? Did you catch it? Did you catch it on your clock? Did you catch it somewhere else? Because I saw it, AM and PM. I saw that 11:11, and I just stopped and did exactly what I shared with you all yesterday to do. I stopped and I asked, what do I need to know right now? What is it that I can bring into my life that I will just rejoice over? And it was such a beautiful time, both of them, to sit with that energy. Sue says it is springtime, 70 degrees this week. Planted lettuce and radish seedlings. Ooh, yum. And Deirdre's done with day 29 of saying those wonderful affirmations. I said mine this morning after I woke up. Miracles are always happening to me. Opportunities are appearing everywhere, every day. And universe, why is it so easy? You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. It really doesn't. The angels say, you humans complicate everything. Keep it simple, sweetie. Remember the KISS principle? Keep it simple, sweetie. And just let the love flow. If you're focused in on the love, then the love will flow. Good morning, Mary Crincoli. Oh, it's so good to see all of you in here. All right. Well, we do have a wonderful story for story time today. And Brandy's sharing her affirmations. I am enough. I am worthy. Miracle and peace happens to me every day. And you're on day 28 of saying those affirmations. I so love it. Just love it. And, the miracles keep on coming. I was saying to Joanne last night what a miracle it was. Be able to spend time with her. And we went for a foot massage, which I've never had done before. When I had massages, people would massage the feet, but just to be focused on the energy of the feet and the legs for half an hour, it was pure heaven. so, so that was my miracle. And I'm thinking I may venture out. I'm still a little on the edge on that one. I might have a pedicure one of these days. I've never had a pedicure, and my feet are very sensitive, so I've always just said no when the opportunity came up. But that felt so good yesterday, I might just do that. Good morning, Jim, and you got snow there in Vermont. I know, Blue's already told us that that's the situation. So please be safe out on those roads, and we love you, Jim. Thank you for coming in. Good morning, Annie7. Annie Banani coming in here strong. So proud of all of us. I really am. I'm including myself in that. Yeah, it's an amazing time right now. I feel like of spiritual growth that many of us are going through. When we have spiritual growth, everything changes. That perspective changes, and we look at things in a different way. Good morning, Charlie. And there's snow in Canada. Wow. All right, well, you know what? It's enough of that already. So, Mama Gaia, get your act together, woman, and let's have some sunshine for our peas. Peas need sunshine to grow, right? So let's ask Mother Nature, Mama Gaia, to bring in the sunshine, bring in the warmth. Dixie, good morning, sweetie, and Debbie Ross, hi there. Oh my gosh, look at all of us coming in here so bright this morning. Well, we do have story time, so I'll get to that. I'm so excited about teaching about Archangel Uriel tomorrow night. I've been really sitting with his energy, asking, what do you want me to tell people? Because I've been working with Uriel for so many years. He's like an old friend, and I'm like, but there's people who don't know things about you like I do, Uriel. What do I say? So I have it pretty much complete, what our lesson will be for tomorrow, and a beautiful activation to his energy. And Lynn, Marie, if you're watching this, I got your message, and it is tomorrow night, Wednesday night. That's when the event takes place. I did share the event on my page on Facebook. So hopefully you all got the link if you want to come onto the Zoom call and listen that way and maybe participate in that way. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning, Brookie. Oh, we've got a full house. All right, so let's get to that angel message. And somebody please call in Sally and Tony. And I haven't seen our Andrea Gregg, I don't think, so let's get the others in that aren't here yet. Is Linda here? I don't think Linda Lemieux's here yet, so let's call them in. Say their name, think their name, hug them, get them in here with us. All right, so the angel message is called, "In the fire, I found my wings." Okay. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. And that's a quote from Paulo Coelho. Paulo Coelho wrote about transformation and used alchemy as a metaphor for what we go through as humans when we allow that transformation to take place. In the ancient world, alchemists tirelessly sought the philosopher's stone, a mysterious substance said to transmute base metals into radiant gold. But beyond the literal search lay a profound metaphor, a whisper of truth about our own inner journey. True alchemy was never just about gold, it was about transformation. It was the soul's longing to evolve, to turn our human heaviness into divine light. Spiritual alchemy invites us to look deeply within, not to escape who we are, but to transmute who we are into who we are meant to become. We all carry elements of the base metal, those raw, unrefined parts of ourselves: fear, shame, guilt, limiting beliefs, self doubt. These are the leaden aspects of our inner world, heavy, dull, and yet they hold the potential for something beautiful. They are not meant to be discarded, but transformed. Dear angels, I have often related the human experience of transformation as, quote, going through a fire. You all have heard me say that many times. This happened long before I heard about or read The Alchemist. I could see it in my mind's eye, the burning sensation as if walking over hot coals, the heat that felt as though it would melt the very skin off the body. These images were so lucid and the download of information and imagery so strong that it changed me in a very powerful and insightful way. Those fires I have walked through in this lifetime are no longer seen as horrid experiences, but rather as a beautiful alchemy of spirit, mind, and body. Interestingly, I was able to watch my soul rise like a phoenix with this understanding. Dear ones, when you embark on the path of spiritual alchemy, you begin to see your wounds not as curses, but as crucibles. In the fire of awareness and love, you invite these aspects to rise, to be acknowledged, embraced, and ultimately healed. This is not an easy path. It asks for honesty, surrender, and deep inner work. But the reward is nothing short of miraculous. Through presence, prayer, meditation, and connection with the divine, you engage in the alchemical process. First is burning away the ego, where you confront the illusions you have built around who you think you are. This self-awareness leads to acquiring the ability to let go of old identities and beliefs that no longer serve you. You can then distill the truth from the noise, the soul from the shadows, and merge heart and spirit, integrating your healed parts. Breathing this new life into the soul cultivates higher awareness. You become the living gold, the fully embodied divine being, shining in authenticity and wisdom. This journey is deeply personal and profoundly sacred. No one else can do it for you, yet you are never alone. We walk with you every step of the way, guiding your transformation, not by removing the fire, but by helping you rise through it. We whisper to your heart when it breaks and sing when your spirit remembers who it is. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are in process. You are not too much or not enough. You are gold in the making. The angels whisper, Child of light, do not fear your shadows. They are but the canvas for your brilliance. That fear you feel, the doubt you carry, the wounds you tend, these are not your enemies, but your alchemy. Trust the fire, for it does not come to destroy you, but to refine you. You are being sculpted by divine hands. Shine, dear one, shine as only you can. The gold within you is ready to rise. Angels, today I promise to shine from the inside out. I so loved their message last night. I loved every word of it. And when they were talking about how they don't take the fire away because that fire is needed, I understand it now. After this message last night, I was offered for them to take the fire away when it was discovered that there was breast cancer. And I cried and I talked to the angels and I talked to God and I said, well, what the, what is going on here, right? And what's this all about? And I don't understand. I just didn't understand the whole situation. And I was told that, yeah, they could have taken that fire away. They could have removed the cancer instantaneously, and I wouldn't have to go through that fire. But they reminded me, and it was a sweet, special moment that they brought to memory that I signed up for certain things in this lifetime. I signed up for lessons that were going to bring out the gold inside of me, the lessons that were going to sharpen, the lessons that were going to smooth the rough edges, and the lessons that were going to help me in my mission to help others and to bring forth the energy of peace in the world and reach more people than I would have if it had been that soft, easy landing. And I just sat with that and I said my sacred yes. I said, you know what? I signed up for it. I said I would do it, and I'm going to do it. And Jesus came to me at that time also. And I had a heart-to-heart conversation with him about going through fires and trials and tribulations and the things that we do that really make us who we are. And I'm just forever grateful that I've had the experiences that I have had. And I know that it's getting closer and closer to me sharing my entire life story, beginning to end, and it will happen. But first, we have changes. Changes. Transformation tells of the heart. And it's coming together beautifully. If you want your story in it, there's still a little time. Just make sure that you let me know that you do want to do that, and then we'll set a time for you. I was hoping to get more of them done while I'm here in a stable place and with internet and able to get onto Zoom and record them. But some of that may have to wait until I get to Colorado now. But if you want to be with me this week at all to record your story, please let me know now, because my time here is coming to an end in Florida, and I've got several things on my plate that I'm going to be looking at this week. So let me know. And Kuan Yin says, finding your way. When your feet seem to lead you one way and your head says to go a different way, tune into your heart. I will guide you there helping you to see my signs, and most easily finding your way on your beautiful life journey. Thank you, Kuan Yin, for always guiding us every day. And we got our Hope Wellington Marshall in here. Hi, Hope. Ricky's here. I knew he was. Thank you, Josie, for bringing him in. And who else came in? I think that was it. Oh, thank you, Sue, for putting up the information about tomorrow night. We're teaching about Uriel. Oh my gosh, one of my angels that's helped me tremendously, and that helps us all to ground, to stay balanced and centered. Come learn more about Uriel and work with him for a month and really get immersed in what he's going to send to us, because he's going to have a beautiful, transformative experience during that time together. I saw Sally and Tony. Good morning, good morning. And Kathleen says, many years ago I asked who my guardian angel is. I heard Uriel. I'd never heard of Uriel and kept thinking I was hearing wrong because I only heard of Disney's Ariel. Well, there is an angel Ariel as well, but Uriel with a U is a precious angel. I'm so glad that he's working with you, and I feel that, Kathleen. I feel he has really helped you in your life. Marietta, my sweetheart lady, we weathered the storm just fine. Yay! And are now on our way to Georgetown to walk the dogs and tour the city. EIWP, always, always. It's probably going to be a little chilly there, Marietta. They're getting the hope what is the last storm of this winter season, because it's spring already. Let's get with the program. Come on. Come on, Mama Kaya. All right, so Kathy's ready to shine. I love it. Auntie Jean, good morning, darling. Another shiny pea. And Sue says, we are connected with you and sending love, dear Teri. Thank you. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate that. And let's see if anybody else came in. And Kathy says, talk about a come to Jesus moment. Yeah, it was. That's what it really was, Kathy. And it was beautiful. It was just amazing to have that experience. And not a lot of people say that about breast cancer, but I say it. I say it proudly. I say it with all my heart. I'm very, very content with all the things that have happened in my lifetime and all the lessons learned and the growth, the incremental growth that I've had. And it's been 6 years now since I had that experience, and living life to the fullest. I am so happy with my life. I am so happy with the way things are transpiring and transforming, and every moment is so precious to me. I woke up this morning and I said, God, it's a great day to have a great day. It is cloudy and overcast as heck outside. We're supposed to have rain today. And I just smiled and I said, yes, it is a very great day to have this great day. We certainly are, Leo. I can't wait to hear your story and get that out in the book Changes. I think you all will be so blessed and inspired by Leo's story. All right, so time is it? We have time for a couple of pages in the little books. So let's go, peas. What you waiting for? Oh, Sue, thank you. Thank you for putting that Give Butter link. You know, it would be so awesome to have that regular income coming in from people's donations. If you want to do a recurring donation, if you want to do a one-time, however you want to do it, to support this mission of peace on earth, because I live on donations. I have a retirement income that just barely covers the car, the car and the insurance for the car, and then it's gone. So it does help. to have expenses for as I travel, for gas, for food, for sometimes to stay in places. So I really appreciate all those that give and that I can count on regularly to bring in enough to get me from point A to point B in that angel mobile. And I don't stress over it. I know that the angels take care of every need. So thank you to those who feel led to give something. Even if it's a little bit, it helps. It might buy me a cup of coffee. And Sally says page 28 in which book, Sally? Whichever book feels right. Okay, because Brandy picked the same one. I'm going for page 28 in our Angels in My Pocket. I feel Pocket's energy today. I wonder what's going on there. I know they got snow. A little mascot. All right, page 28. Spiritual growth often begins with questioning, exploring different perspectives, and seeking the truth that resonates with your innermost being. By questioning, you deepen your understanding of your faith, explore the mysteries of existence, and engage in a continuous journey of self discovery. Every time that I hear this particular message or one similar to it, I think of the Fifth Agreement by Don Miguel Ruiz. Don wrote and brought forth the Four Agreements, which is a Toltec teaching from ancient times. And then, after that book was done, he did another one called the Fifth Agreement. And the Fifth Agreement says, be skeptical but open minded. So, yes, question. Anytime that we hear that, start with questioning, start with asking. That's all. Not that you're superior to what anybody else has said or taught you or the things that you take as truth without even thinking about it. But question, ask. Ask into your heart, which is the seat of your soul, and raise your vibration to your higher self and ask those questions. And it's not in a doubtful kind of way. You're not doubting anything. You're just asking out of curiosity, does this apply to me? Does it still resonate that that's a truth? Or is there something more that I need to know? And I do this. It's good to check in every so often and look at those beliefs that we've gathered in our life. We come here knowing that we are pure love, knowing who we are, and then the world starts to tell us who we are, right? The world gives us a name, it gives us a belief to hold on to, and sometimes those beliefs are a little skewed. Sometimes they're just other people's version of what they want us to know or to believe. So go back to that time before the world told you who you were. And who are you? Ask that question. It's such a simple question, but when you think about it, it's very profound. Who were you before the world told you who you were? I want you to write that down. I want somebody to type that out because it's important to look at that. It's important to look at, we didn't come in here with hatred in our heart. We didn't come with division and an energy of I'm better than you just because of whatever, or I don't like you because you look different, you speak different, because you subscribe to a different belief system than I do. We didn't come with that. We didn't come with division in our heart. We came with pure love. Thank you, Sally. Who were you before the world told you who you were? It's a very simple question. And if you really sit with the angels, with your spirit guides, with God, with Jesus, Mother Mary, you sit with any of them and you ask that question, you'll receive an answer. You'll be shown your pure innocence. You'll be shown how beautiful you are and how this world, this 3D that we're living in, this is the illusion. This is where we get off track. So sit with that. I encourage all of us to sit with that today. And Charlie wants page 46. All right, so I've got two of you asking for pages. We'll do two more. So 46. Charles, I'm going to go to this one. And we'll do page 46 in this one. If you... Oh, this is too funny. Remember the story I told you, the true story of when it was discovered that I have breast cancer, right? And what the angel said to me. If your challenge disappeared at the wave of a magic wand, the lesson would be incomplete. You will know when your life lesson is fully comprehended. You will find yourself proclaiming that you are done with it. You will be ready and willing to release the need to hold onto that crutch you were leaning on. Yeah, yes, it was meant to read that particular message because it's so true. Those fires of life, those challenges we go through, yeah, we're meant to go through them. So never look at them as something bad or something horrible that's happening to you. Yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful confirmation. Thank you, Charlie. And then we have page 76, message 3. Thank you, Kathy. Page 76, the third message says, everyone has something of value to share. When you become still, you will hear it. You are all teachers and students of each other. Let that sink in for a minute. You are all teachers and students of each other. Let the stories you share be ones of inspiration and hope. Share what you have overcome, as there may be someone who needs to hear your message. Changes. That's what changes is all about. That's what sharing our stories is all about. That's why I share my story. That's why I don't hold back and I let you all know how it is. It may be raw. It may be something that other people are looking at like, why are you sharing that? And actually, when I wrote the book Changes, and I was asking and sitting with the angels and asking, what am I sharing? Because there's so much to share. And I started writing. I just took a pen and paper and I just started writing. And there were things that came out, and I stopped and I said, I can't put that in the book. And I was very serious. I can't tell that story. I can't put that in this book. There's going to be people reading this book. There's going to be people that know me that some of those experiences I went through were very horrible. And I'm like, I can't share that. It goes in the book, Teri. I must have talked to them at least 10 times. I can't put that in the book, angels. It goes in the book, Teri. It was never deviated from that message. It was so strong, and they had me put in exactly what needed to be in that book. And there's going to be a book with the full story, but my story in Changes, the first one, Life Changes When You Do, was some of the things in there I had never shared before. And afterward, in speaking with others that had gone through similar experiences and never told anybody about it, I knew there was a reason for it to be there. There's a reason for everything. Brandy says, this is a perfect message of what I've been learning from Sally, Tony, and Deirdre. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Kathy, I might be jumping ahead of myself, but I wanted to thank all who have sent healing to me and my toe. Over the weekend, I had thought that I need to just let it air out more and not soak it so much. Also, instead of putting ointment on it, just keep a Band-Aid on it. Um, okay, this is long, Kathy. Oh, well, I hope that doctor's appointment just goes so well, and I know you're doing the things that your intuition is telling you to do as well. So thank you for sharing that, Kathy. Auntie Jean says, the scriptures say, because you searched for me with your whole heart, I caused myself to be found by you. We have to question and search to find who we really are. Thank you, Jean. It's so true. Sally said, I was peaceful, silent. I was amazed at life. I remember times before I was 7. I remember times when times were good. That is an awesome question, by the way, Teri. I love that. And if you don't mind, I would like to post that to my group today. Yeah, absolutely. I heard that so loud and so clear one day in meditation. And so that's what I call a Terryism. I have a whole Word document of Terryisms, the things that come out when I'm just sitting in meditation or sitting and writing and something comes out and I stop and I go, whoa, wait a minute, that sounds pretty cool, angels. So yes, you can use my Terryism and absolutely inspire people with it. And Sally says, I often tell my clients that if it wasn't for the painful lessons, we would learn very little in life. Oh, Kathy, you read that message just this morning. I love that. Sally said, let me see if I have time. Yeah, because we got to get to our prayers. Um, all right. Sometimes we do question, do I say that when I'm giving a reading? I can relate to that, Sally. Yeah, there have been times when I'm like, oh boy, do I give this person that message that I'm getting for them? Yes, you do. It's not our job to discern and say, nope, that message isn't right, or that's not for them, or they won't receive it well. If it happened, it's for a reason. And you know, Sally, that happens to me in the angel circles a lot, a lot. They will, they'll give like a silly image sometimes, or they'll give something that have no clue what they're doing and why they're showing that particular image. And then all of a sudden, that person knows exactly what the message is. And I get confirmation from them that, yeah, that's their message. Absolutely, Deirdre, you were right by my side, girlfriend. You certainly were with me when I went through that experience in 2019. And thank you. Thank you for being there and for praying for me. Charlie, I keep saying that too. I keep saying if I keep putting it off, angels, it's going to be an encyclopedia. Oh, thank you, Sue. Sue says Terry and the Angel River community are an inspiration in our daily lives. Oh, I love that. Donna, good morning. Donna, I got your message. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out now exactly what day I'll be leaving here. And I have a couple of stops to make on my way out of Florida. So I'll figure out how long it's going to take me to get from point A to point B, which is you, and be there with you for a sweet hug. Sweet Sally. Yeah, I call it a Terryism. And so maybe I'll just put those into my book of my life. Thank you, Deirdre, for our daily prayer. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for all families living with addiction, and prayers for our United States. Thank you so much. Yes, Kathy, send me a message. I want to get you in the book, and um, Thursday should be a good day to make that happen, especially maybe after you get off work. We'll look at that. Um, oh my gosh, what a great story, Sally. That is so cool. I love it when that comes together and everything just makes sense then, right? And yes, let's talk tomorrow, Sally. Um, I do have a couple of appointments, but I have time in the afternoon, and let's do that. And thank you, Sally, for that daily prayer for the lost, the lonely, the forgotten, the homeless, for all those who live in fear of another, and for all of us here in our extended families. May we all remain in our loving, peaceful light. And I want to remember to pray for your grandson and all of the military members that are deployed right now. So thank you for that. And Julie, thank you for prayers for all in need. And Brandy, thank you for all who have been touched by dementia and or suicide, and for the troops to be safe and come back to us safely. Yeah, let's set a time, Sally, if you'll just give me something that works for you, and then we'll jump on Zoom and record that story. All right, let's go into our hearts. What a blessed time together. This has been a great conversation today, and great lessons from the angels and confirmations, and just a time, as always, to love on each other and support each other. So let's just lift all the prayers, everyone that's been expressed, everyone you're holding in your heart, our long prayer list that we'll review tomorrow. Wednesday is our prayer day. So let's go into our hearts with those prayers in mind. Let's go into our hearts with gratitude, thankful for the lessons in our lives, thankful for the growth that we came here for and we're receiving through those fires we go through the transformation process. Thank you, God, that those fires do make us stronger. They don't burn us up or burn us out, but we're able to make it through safely with your loving arms. We pray for those that are on our hearts, those that may be away from family, those that may be going through a physical struggle, an illness, something that's knocked them down. And God, I just lift up our world right now for world peace, for everyone that's on this planet to feel an energy of peace in their heart, peace in their homes, and peace in our world. And we thank you, God, for looking at all of our prayer requests. I thank you for miracles in my life and in the lives of those so dear to me. This amazing family that you brought together, God, that was ordained by you and divinely planned and put in place and still in place. It is everlasting, this love that we feel for each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All honor and glory to God. I want to read that last part of the message they gave last night. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are in process. You are not too much or not enough. You are gold in the making as you are. So hold that beautiful you in your heart right now and send that love forward. Share it out with somebody. I'm going to stop the little birdies from singing and start Leo singing. So let's all just join our hearts together.
Good morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we
Here we
go,
go.
come
Come
on,
on, come on.
it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on the peace for peace, on our mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning cup full of joy every day. Just start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of.
Oh, Sally, that is awesome.
Full of joy, full of life,
I
full of
love that you
love.
shared that with
Feeling
us.
feeling up
Thank
from the
you.
top here. The coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play. Let's put on a show. Today's a new day. We all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team, and you can side with us. There is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning cup full of joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra
Cookie,
is thank you, I love
sweet
you,
little
namaste.
Max, did you go up, up,
Full of
up with
joy every
us?
day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup full of joy. Give me a cup full of. Give me a cup
All right, you ready for the dance? The AAA dance, also known as our peace dance. There really is no secret
There really is no secret. We simply accept,
except
align,
align,
allow.
allow. The AAA,
AAA,
y'all.
cup full of joy every
I can't
day.
wait
Just
till we're
start
in
the
a
day
big
on a
group
high vibe, we
and we
call the
can do that
AAA. Morning cup
together.
full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I
Rookie, I
love you,
think you have to
namaste.
be there. I think we're going
Full
to
of
do it
joy
after
every
Qigong.
day.
It's
Just
going to
start
be
the
our
day on a high
ending.
vibe, we call the
Just align and
AAA.
out.
Morning cup full of joy with all the peas and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a cup of joy. Cup of joy.
Y'all filled my cup up with joy today. Thank you. Woo! Thank you, Leo. Thank you, Peas. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And I will see you back here tomorrow morning for the Morning Cup of Joy. In the meantime, just spread some joy. And remember the question to dwell on today. Who were you before the world told you who you were? And really let that sink in. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all.